Trump move to ease Huawei sanctions sparks anger, confusion. Washington, United States. The United States trade war truce with China, which could ease sanctions on Huawei, has prompted a backlash from lawmakers over national security concerns and a confusion over how the deal may impact the Chinese tech giant. In the weekend agreement with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping to recommend negotiations and hold up on new tariffs, United States President Donald Trump suggested a potentially softer position on Huawei, a sticking point in the trade war. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow said Sunday there's a good chance the deal will open the door to new licenses allowing more exports to the Chinese firms suspected of working with Beijing's intelligence services to facilitate spying, a charge that the world's #2 smartphone supplier denied. Last month the United States government added Huawei to an entity list of companies barred from receiving U.S.-made components without permission from Washington. Some lawmakers accused Trump of selling out on national security. If President Trump has in fact bargained away the recent restrictions on Huawei, then we will have to get those restrictions put back in place through legislation, Republican Senator Marco Rubio tweeted. Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer echoed those remarks, tweeting that Huawei is one of the few potent levers we have to make China play fair on trade. Kudlow maintains that Huawei will remain on the entity list. Trump told reporters after the Osaka G20 meeting that United States companies can sell their equipment to Huawei if there's no great security problem attached. Huawei is a complicated situation that would be discussed as part of a broader trade agreement, he said, adding, "We have a national security problem, which to me is paramount." Undercutting security claims. Republican Representative Jim Banks called the deal extremely troubling and said it would make it harder to negotiate with China. Michael Msfall, a Stanford professor and former ambassador to Russia, said Trump's decision undercuts his argument about national security. When you tell the world one day Huawei is a security threat and then reverse that argument the next day, you undermine the veracity of the initial security claim, Msfall wrote on Twitter. It remained unclear, however, what the deal would mean for Huawei, which under United States restrictions could be denied key software including much of the Google Android system and important hardware to allow it to keep making smartphones and other equipment. Asked about the agreement, a Huawei spokesman said only, "We acknowledge President Trump's comments related to Huawei over the weekend and have nothing further to add at this time. No long-term solution. The deal is unlikely to give Huawei the product it really needs, and even if it did, it is quite possible that fatal damage has already been done to Huawei's smartphone business," technology analyst Richard Windsor said on his Radio Free Mobile blog. James Lewis of the Center for Strategic and International Studies said the truce in the trade war may not last long. Trump has a chokehold on Huawei. He and the Chinese know it, and he probably wants to use it for leverage in the talks, Lewis said. Trump has given a green light to national security hardliners whose end objective has not been to find a deal in the trade war, but to create a world free of Chinese telecom equipment, that said. One possible compromise would be to ease restrictions on Huawei's consumer business including smartphones and tablets while keeping sanctions on telecom infrastructure, which is seen as having a higher potential security risk, she said. But Sachs noted the deal is unlikely to resolve the simmering tensions between the two economic powers over technology leadership. Over the longer term, Beijing is not going to abandon its technological ambitions in artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and 5G next-generation networks in ways that will continue to create tension with the United States, she said. /E. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.